Hey, today it's really sunny, and it has been sunny like for like a week and a half now. Just crazy. Let's hope it continues this way. And so I'm going to talk to you about my favorite brand of sunscreen and why I like it so much. As you can tell, my skin is very, very fair, and I burn in a second. It literally takes a minute for me to burn. So I take sunscreen and sun care very, very seriously. Um, my favorite brand of sunscreen is Piz Buin. I've been using it for many years now, and I've tried all sorts of sunscreens, all sorts of brands, and this one is my favorite. It's my favorite because I think that the range of products that they have is really good, and it works well for me. I like the smell, I like the consistency, I like just the results that I get. I've never had a problem. And I have tried some sunscreens that, I wear them and I still got a sunburn. And I can tell you, I slap it on. So, um, there you go. Now, for the moment, I only have a couple. I like to have like a big collection. I'm a bit weird like that. And every year I sort of buy like a ton of it. And it usually goes like on offer about this time of the year, like buy one get one free, or they're all half price. So I usually stock up, and then I have like a good little collection. For the moment, I only have the face creams one because it has been sunny, but it hasn't been like that sunny that I want to expose all of my body. So I'm gonna wait a little while before I get like a big tube of sunscreen. But usually the one I get is SPF 30, and it's like the one to help you tan. I can't remember like the exact name of it, but basically it just has like a tanning complex, and it helps with you know tanning ability of your skin. I'm not sure it's that amazing, but I like the consistency of it. It has given me a tan. I mean, I tan anyways. It just takes me a little longer, but even when I wear like SPF 30, I still tan, so. But I like it, and it's probably psychological, but just the idea of putting a sunscreen that is supposed to help me tan, it just, in my head, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna tan. I'm not overly obsessed with a tan, but I do like a slight golden tint to my skin. Yeah, and I also like their After Sun range. They also have like the After Sun tanning enhancing cream, which is really nice. I think it's really good against sunburns, but it's also good just to slap after wearing, after just being in the sun all day. It's a really good moisturizer. So, now I do have two face creams that I particularly like. Now, one of the reasons I really like Piz Buin is because they have an allergy range, which is really good. I don't have a sun allergy, but my dad and my sister do, and they get like these little red marks all over the skin, but like within literally a minute of being in the sun, and it's really not that pretty to look at. And the allergy range really, really keeps that in check. So I like to keep it just in case on my face, because although I don't have an allergy, I know that I am more prone to like having a sensitive skin to the sun. So I just like to keep their allergy range. Now I like two face creams, and I like the allergy face cream in SPF 50 very high, and the In Sun Radiant face cream in SPF 30 high. Now, so the reason I have the allergy one is just because when it's really hot and really sunny, I know that I'll burn really easily, and I just like to wear a very high SPF. And the allergy one just seems to give me that extra bit of protection, and I really like it. I like the scent of this product, which it smells like sunscreen, but it's quite pleasant, and it's quite subtle. Like, you can't really detect it. It's not that bad. I have put on sunscreens that had a terrible scent, and this one is really, really pleasant in comparison. I like the consistency of the allergy one. Actually, both of them have like a pretty similar consistency, which is quite thick, but it just blends into the skin really nicely. A bit like a moisturizer. It's like just a nice moisturizer with a lot of SPF. Um, it's comfortable to wear. It wears for like a long time. I mean, I reapply religiously every hour and a half, 2 hours. But it wears on my skin really nicely. I like it. Um, Now it has a 4-star UVA rating, which is superior. Which, UVA is really important as well as UVB. So I always buy sunscreen that has UVA and UVB protection. And I really like it. This one gives a normal, like a satin finish, I guess, on the skin. I mean, it doesn't really have a finish. It just sinks into your skin and you really can't tell that you're wearing anything. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It doesn't clog your pores. It never makes me break out. I'd say that it actually makes my skin look better when I wear it, but I know that also skin usually has a tendency to be clearer in the summer with the sun, just because it forms a stronger barrier against the sun, which is just a natural thing. It's a nice sunscreen all round, and I like getting the face one, actually, not because, like, I believe that you can slap on, normal sunscreen. You don't have to get, like, specifically face one. The only reason I buy the face one is because the format is really practical to just put in your bag and whip out to put it on again. So it's practical. It's a practical format. Now, the other one that I really like is the Piz Buin In Sun Radiant Face Cream SPF 30. This one has Helioplex, and it's an UVA and UVB active protection against UV-induced aging. I like it. It smells the same as the allergy one. The scent might be like just a tad stronger, but I like that scent. To me, when I smell this, it makes me think of summer, just because this is the sunscreen that I wear during summer, so obviously just, I make that connection in my mind. So it smells nice. Again, it doesn't break me out. It stays on really nicely. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin. It doesn't feel greasy. When I apply it, it takes like a couple of seconds, like I'd say 30 seconds to sink in. But once it's synced in, it's synced in. It doesn't leave a greasy film on your skin, which is actually another thing I really like about the Piz Buin range in general, is that it leaves a very soft feeling on your skin and not at all greasy, which is a very, very good, good thing. Because I hate, there's nothing worse than wearing sunscreen and then you just feel so sticky and icky, and no. So this one, like this range, really does not. It's really nice. It also has a 4-star UVA rating, so it's UVA and UVB protection. It's quite thick, and the only difference with the allergy one is that when you apply it, it leaves like tiny, tiny, minuscule sparkles, golden sparkles on your skin. It's very subtle. I mean, you will definitely not look like a Twilight vampire when you go out, don't worry. So it's very subtle, but it's just really nice, and it just gives like an awake look to the skin. So yeah, I think the Piz Buin sunscreen is really good. I think it's probably the best sunscreen that I've tried, and I've tried so many of them, and I've disliked so many of them. Doesn't leave a greasy feeling on the skin, doesn't leave a heavy feeling on the skin either. It's nice, it doesn't break you out. They have a really good range of SPFs. They have an allergy range, they have a good after sun range, which I think is important. I just like to keep within the same brand usually. It's one of the better smelling sunscreens that I've tried, because I think there's nothing worse than wearing something and it smells just really bad. I'm very sensitive to smell, and so if something the smell I don't like, I won't be able to wear it, and I think that's like a pity. But yeah, so this line, it smells really nice. It's a bit on the pricey side. Having said that, sunscreen in general is crazy expensive. You know, they keep on telling you you're supposed to put like so much of it on, and then you're thinking, wait a second, at £20 you know, about £20 a bottle, there is no way that I am slapping that much on, unfortunately. But so it's a bit pricier than other sunscreens, but it's definitely not as pricey as some, you know. But it's a really good, it's a good brand, it's a good line. I definitely recommend it, and it's what I have been wearing for the last 5 years, so it has my loyalty now. I hope this is helpful. I always like to see what, you know, other people use and what works for them. So this is what works for me, and I hope that it does work for you. And if you have a favorite sunscreen, please leave a comment down below telling me. I'd love to hear your suggestions. I'm always, like, I really like this line, but I'm always looking for, like, the best product, and, you know, the one that will give me the best results. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them, and I will see you next time. Bye!